Hamilton.
Shout out to Ge Holla, reaching 1 million listeners on his podcast, My Celebrity Life.
What's up, Ge Holla? This your boy, Genuine. Shout out to you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This young lady is once in a lifetime. You will never see this wonderful, beautiful essence of a wonderful human being and spirit that's on the planet. And West's about to come onto the line in just a moment. This young lady has a brand. It is available at Walmart. And for the people in the South, they call it Walmart at Walmart. Flying solo NYC and worn by the stars like Mariah Carey, Jennifer Hudson, Regina Carter. This young lady is changing the face of beauty. You know what I'm saying? Or like restoring the face of beauty back into that melanin glory days. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Schenika Quattlebaum. What's happening? What's going on with you?
Hello. Thank you.
Let's go back into your story. Let's get into some of your business. Where are you from originally?
Originally, Dallas, Texas.
Oh, this is gonna be good. When you was growing up during your times in your era, you didn't see many beautiful black women like you on some of these covers of these magazines and these cosmetics. How did that make you feel when you looked and you was like, I'm beautiful too?
It's crazy. I'm a 70s baby. So I told my mom, and she was just like, okay, Shanika, whatever. Because I was very dramatic as a child. Maybe still a little bit, I don't know. But I told her, I said, one day y'all gonna see me on magazines. And she was just like, oh, remember, I'm a 70s baby. So it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And now look, I have been on covers of magazines. I spoke it into existence.
Hey, that's all right. And you know what? That lets you know that you was supposed to be destined to come because now you're pivoting and shaping the culture back into the very essence of who we are. Because when we dig into our history, we go back to Africa, we go to places like Kemet that they call Egypt, even different lands over here. We find that sisters like you from that divine timeline, they was using makeup, lipstick, they had it all. They had weave extensions.
Had it all. Yeah. It's just what the media portrayed us to be. That's all we saw. And again, back then, it's totally different than now.
Right, that's right. I just want to say this, what I'm saying? Don't disrespect her, but Condoleezza Rice, she needs you back then. You know what I'm saying? She needs you in the early 2000s. Because, come on now. I mean, why y'all got Condoleezza hair looking like that?
Me.
I'm tired of them taking mainstream black women and having them looking crazy. Because, the psychological effect around the world, if people never come to this country, this culture, and see us, they think whatever they see on TV, that's what we
It's
represent.
what we are. And it's not, we're so much different. It's so many varieties of us. But we're portrayed in a certain limelight. And it's unfortunate. Honestly speaking, if you think about it, most black women are portrayed as bitter, as argumentative. Black women can't get along. And that's furthest from the truth. I have a lot of black best friends. I have a lot of black business moguls that I associate with. So that's just the false narrative that's being painted about us.
No, you're absolutely right. Look at you. You are the business mogul. You know what I'm saying? You're fun. You're cool. You're wise. You're down to earth. It's good to see people like you. This is a healing experience. When we see you, we know, for the people that don't know, it's more than love and hip hop type black women. Everybody ain't scratching and clawing and, acting a fool and twerking everywhere you go. Like, you got some real classy black women like yourself who want to look good when they go out.
And who are doing it just in a different manner. Like, to each his own. If that's your thing, that's your thing. As for me, that's not my thing. And that's just what it is. I want to show people you can be successful in many different limelights. Back then it was, if you play basketball, as for the guys, the women's wanted to be cheerleaders when I was back in my era. And it was just like, or video vixens. And I'm not knocking anyone, to each his own, but I chose a different path for myself. I could have chosen that path, let's be clear, but I chose something different.
Just sprinkle it everywhere. Sprinkle it everywhere. We need some of that good game, good wisdom. You know what I'm saying? let's talk about the history and cultural power of lipstick. Because when Black women, y'all put that lipstick on, y'all be looking good. I be looking. Talk to me about the lipstick.
Crazy. I have a makeup brand. I don't wear makeup every day, but my lip will always pop. It's just the way I was brought up. My mom always said how you walk out the house is how people will perceive you. And so always make sure you're together. So I would see my mother just going to the grocery store, but make sure her hair is together, lips are together, outfits are together. And I'm like, why are you dressed up like you about to go to a business meeting or something? You just going to the grocery store. But I didn't understand. I was a young girl. So back then, that's how people dress. And I took that from her. So from my teenage years on, because my mom and my dad actually were they didn't trip off of a lot of things that most parents may have tripped off of back then. And me wearing lipstick and lip gloss, I couldn't wear red. It was certain colors that were just forbidden. And I have on red now, back then that was a Jezebel color. So I couldn't wear red. However, I did when they didn't know. But I've learned that was instilled in me. So I in turn instilled that in my daughter. And I actually have a 9-year-old granddaughter now who's into lip gloss. Of course, the company's named after her. I'm teaching her everything that I've had to learn on my own. And it's just like be presentable, but be respectful at the same time. And so for my lips, I go to the grocery, wherever I go, they're going to pop with whether it's a lip gloss, whether it's just a clear, whether it's a different color. If nothing else is done, these lips are going to be done.
That's good. Look at your legacy building stone after stone. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
For guys like me who don't understand it, what's the difference between lipstick and lip gloss? Is there occasions where you wear lipstick, where you wouldn't wear lip gloss? How does that work?
No, it's just a preference. What I found was pre-COVID, I always wore lipsticks and lip glosses. During COVID, of course, with the mask, I would have to wear matte lipstick because it stayed on. I kept with that even after COVID, and I'm just transitioning back to my lipsticks and lip glosses. It's just whatever you prefer. Do you want long? Like this is a long wear lipstick, so I can literally eat, drink, whatever. I won't have to reapply. Um, Lip gloss you have to reapply, and with the matte, it stays on all day. You literally have to soap and water your lips to get it off.
Hmm. 'Cause I always wonder. You just answered my question. I was about to ask you about. Do they have permanent? Because I know a lot of times when you share an intimate kiss with your loved one, it kind of gets different places. If they
Yep.
hug you and they kind of short, it kind of if you hug them too hard.
I'm the short one. Oh yes, I do have a long wear mat for that. And when I say it stays on, it stays on. So yeah.
And, different colors. Are they for different occasions? Would you wear red like on a date, or is that more like a romantic color? Does that draw attention to a woman's femininity energy? How does the different colors? How did that work?
Honestly, it's your color preference. I wear red is my go-to for everything. It can be date, it can be black tie, it can be going to the grocery store, going shopping. Red is my favorite color. So let me start there. However, I do have hot pinks and blue and black and mauve, and I have every color, burgundy, and there are so many other, colors on the spectrum that I do have. But for me, red is my go-to. It's all in what you feel and what you like. And then I do a lot of nudes, depending on what I'm wearing, because some things you can't like. It might be a little too bright for a read.
I'm glad you said that because I'm gonna be honest. I'm not trying to make nobody mad. I think certain
Oh
things,
Lord.
certain skin complexions need to be a little bit more slower to pick a certain color. Because I noticed
Right.
when you're really, really dark skin, like dark as your shirt, the blue, I've seen some people pull it off. I haven't seen. I don't want to come across that, but you know what I'm saying. Like certain
I get
colors just
what
look
you said.
good.
Like I can't wear blue. I
Oh,
just can't. Um, I try, when football season comes. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, so that's what I do. And I'm
America's
like,
team.
yeah, no, I can't do this. Let me stick to my red.
Okay. So all the haters out there of the America's team, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all come in on this interview.
But I mean, while I do live in the DMV area, I do support my base. So that's the difference. I think that's why I get a pass a lot because it's like, okay, well, that's where you're from.
Don't worry, I'm not one of them fans. You know, I get it. Some
I
people,
do.
some people
Look,
really
I'm
get
like,
torn up by
you saw my face. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? No.
it. This way. No, what's your journey? You know, you're definitely a survivor CEO in the beauty space. What has that journey been like for you from starting to now in
Ooh.
that beauty space?
Um, a lot of trials, even more tribulations. Um, when I first started out, I didn't have anyone to guide me. I reached out to people, but when people view you as competition, a lot of times in this industry, especially, you go ignored, you go unanswered. So everything I've done, I have literally had to do on my own. And it came with a lot of unnecessary money being spent. It came with a lot of just unnecessary things, like hours that I put in. And it's like now I can tell people and I can teach people to not do what I did, but still be successful. You don't have to burn yourself out to reach success. It's a way to do it. But I didn't know that. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anything. I had myself, my laptop, and a whole lot of research. So to see where I started, and my story is a little different because my first year within business, I had several celebrities wear my cosmetics. So for me, it was God's timing, if that makes sense. I know a lot of people want to be overnight celebrities, overnight millionaires, overnight this, overnight 100,000aires, whatever it looks like for them. But it's a process. I've just been blessed along the process. So when I do my lives, I'm up in the middle of it. I give people the truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say, oh, yeah, do this and start your business and you're going to be booming. And no, that's not the case. That's not the reality of it. The reality is your first 5 years, you're not even supposed to make a profit. Your first 5 years, you you're not supposed to profit. That's like the first pivotal point of the business. I was blessed my first year I did. And that's God. And I try to tell people that don't look at me and think you can do what I've done because at times I don't even realize how I've done what I've done. When I look back and I'm like, dang, I was on this magazine, I was on billboards, I've been, award shows, I've been here, and I started my brand in 2018.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've dealt with COVID. I've had to pivot a lot with it. And now we're dealing with the different tariffs and everything. So it's a lot of pivotal points that have happened. But I never want to make it seem easy because it's not. I'm about the realest person. If anyone's starting a business, has a business, their business isn't doing well, I'm probably the realest person they could ever talk to because I'm going to tell you the truth. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but I'm not going to hide and gatekeep anything either. Because if one wins, everyone wins. And that's what was done to me. So that's why I'm so vocal and I'm so willing to help other people. Because I'm going to help me. I literally did it from the ground, from the mud, from beneath the dirt. I had to plant soil. So, yeah.
Got them hands dirty. And we know you don't get no hands dirty.
Dirty.
You
Oh,
look
they was
clean as a
dirty.
whistle. I know
No,
you
they
had
were dirty, dirty. They were filthy. So
that's
yeah, I mean, a lot of people make it look easy. It's not, and that's what I hate. That's one thing I hate about social media. Um, people post their successes, but they don't post their failures. I do both. I do
no.
both. From every
Okay.
failure, you learn something. If nothing else, you learn what not to do and how to pivot from that to make it a success. So I'm posting everything.
That's right. No, you're a strong person. You're a wise
Yeah.
person. You were born to be that great teacher. That's the reason why, like you said, you went through so much in your life to get to this point. You
Mhm.
just like, man, I didn't seen all this before. I'm here for the long
Literally,
haul. Mhm.
literally, I took losses all my life. Nothing new. So for me, it's like, okay, I took losses back then and bounced back and was 10 times better than I was back then. And everything I went through back then made me 15 times better than I was. So I take a loss because guess what? From that loss is going to come strength I didn't even know I had.
That's right. I often say the L's is for lessons. You know, you never really lose in
Exactly.
life. Don't
Exactly. You don't lose. But a lot of people take it as, oh my God, I just I've lost thousands. I've lost thousands of dollars. But did I really lose thousands, or was that a lesson being taught on how to do more diligence, be more diligent before you immediately go here and buy this, buy that, do this vendor, this vendor? No, put your due diligence in and you won't lose your money.
The prophetess has spoken. You know what I'm saying? You done shut down all that you're going through.
And you know what's funny? I um I remember I first got the call and I was like, y'all playing. I was like, I don't have time to be playing games. I'm too busy, da 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 da. And they were like, no, I'm serious. And I was like, wait. And then when I saw the post on IG, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, oh, okay. So this really happened. But it's a humbling experience too, because you know what? I've realized celebrities are regular people. And when you get to know them, it's different than what you may portray them to be in real life, whether it's good or bad or indifferent. And that experience humbled me. So it prepared me for everyone else who came along. Because, you know, it was Mariah Carey, it's Jennifer Hudson. It was just like the list is phenomenal. Um, but it prepared me for that. And then, you know, people were like, oh, this celebrity brand. And I'm like, no, I'm not a celebrity brand. I'm a cosmetic brand who has celebrities as their consumers. I don't ever, and I had to make sure that I explain that because I'm not a celebrity brand, but I do have celebrity consumers. And there's a big difference. I'm a brand for everyone. So I never want to be lumped in that little bubble. I've just been blessed to have celebrity clientele. One thing about me, I don't put a product out that I don't wear, and I have really bad allergies, like really bad allergies. So, and my daughter has really bad allergies. So for me, I don't want to use a lot of the perfumes, a lot of the smell good oils, and all of that are in cosmetics. So the formula is actually my formula. I actually started my brand in my kitchen, making my own lip glosses. I learned a lot from my uncle. He was a chemist. So I knew what to do and what not to do in a sense, and I knew what I wanted and didn't want. So when a lot of people, you can just like go to this company, order it, and they say, no, these are my formulas that are being formulated with every product. And that's the difference. Absolutely. I am Schenika Quattlebaum. You all can reach me at Natalia M. Beauty on all social platforms. I am on My Celebrity Life with Ge Holla. And I thank you for having me. Holla.